Hello and welcome to pmclounge.com. In this video, you will learn the eighth principle of project management, which is all about quality. It says build quality into processes and deliverables. By the way, if you want to go over an article on this topic rather than watching this video, I'd urge you to check out the first link in the description below, which will take you to an article on this topic over at our official website pmclounge.com. Loads of articles and videos and PMP preparation material is available for free on that website. So definitely check it out. Also, if you want to go over all the 12 project management principles, check out the second link in the description below, which will take you to a playlist of all the 12 principles. Finally, these 12 principles come from the standard for project management, which is a sub book part of the PMBOK guide itself. So if you're preparing for PMP, you need to know about the standard for project management as well. It is part of the PMBOK guide itself. Check out the third link in the description, which will take you to an entire playlist of all the videos that we have done on the standard for project management. With that being clear, that being said, here's what principle 8 says, and it might sound confusing, so stay with me. Maintain a focus on quality that produces deliverables that meet project objectives. So these deliverables should meet project objectives, and these deliverables should also align to the needs, users, and acceptance requirements set forth by relevant stakeholders. I hope you're able to understand what this principle says. It says that quality should be the main focus for deliverables, and these deliverables should meet the project objectives and align to the needs, users, and acceptance requirements of stakeholders. So that is what this principle is all about. We can think of an example, as we always do, to understand each of these principles, right? The project management principles, that is. So think of you buying an IKEA furniture. Let's say you bought a big box from IKEA which contains all the parts of a bed, right? So this is what you are going to put together. Now, with this, you have also received an instruction manual. All IKEA furniture come with some sort of manual as well, instructions basically. So if you carefully follow each step in this manual and you double check each critical joint of this furniture or the bed, and if you test its strength before using it, you will likely end up with a well put together piece of furniture. On the other hand, if you just rush through all these instructions and you don't do any double checking and you don't do any testing, your bed might not be up to the mark. Worse, it may even break when put to use. That is poor quality. Now, this example illustrates the concept of quality in projects. By paying attention to details, using the right process, and verifying that your work meets the set requirements, you are going to ensure that the final deliverable is of high quality. And just as with this IKEA furniture, when a project is managed with quality in mind, the end result is going to meet the expectation of stakeholders, which is what this principle says, right? You should maintain a focus on quality. So smash that like button if you like this IKEA furniture example. It helps us stay motivated and create more free content for you. Let's dive deeper into quality. Now, in project management, quality is defined by how well the deliverables meet the needs and expectations of stakeholders. It is not just about finishing tasks, but ensuring that every output aligns with both the specified requirements and the broader goals of the project. So, obviously, quality means satisfying stakeholders' expectations and fulfilling the project and product requirements. It focuses on meeting acceptance criteria for deliverables, something that we saw in the principle as well. Now, think of it this way: every project deliverable is evaluated against defined acceptance criteria, and this acceptance criteria needs to be put together by relevant stakeholders. It could be sponsors, it could be end customers, anyone, right? But they need to put together an acceptance criteria. And this acceptance criteria is nothing but a standard set by stakeholders, or it could be outlined in the project documents as well. Now, achieving quality means that these deliverables not only function as intended, but they also satisfy the conditions for approval and use. By the way, this reminds me of something that a lot of people talk about, which is meet and exceed customer requirements or customer expectations or just expectations in general. As a project manager, what do you think about this meet and exceed requirements or meet and exceed expectations? Do you think this is a good practice? Do you think we should exceed expectations? Let me know in the comments. Definitely looking forward to your answers. Now, finally, quality also involves ensuring that project processes are appropriate and effective. So, beyond the final product, the final deliverable, quality needs to be built into the way the work is done. Effective processes minimize errors, prevent defects, and promote continuous improvement, ensuring that the work leading to the deliverables is as sound as the outputs themselves. With that, I'd like to remind you about our 50-day PMP study plan. It is totally free, available on our website. Check out the link in the description and grab your copy now. All right, let's talk about the 8 dimensions of quality. The number one is performance. Now, quality begins with performance, ensuring that every deliverable functions as the project team and stakeholders intended it to. This means the product or service must do what it is designed to do under normal operating conditions. That is what performance is all about. Let's talk about reliability. So, reliability is all about consistency. A quality deliverable consistently meets its performance metrics every time it is used, thereby building trust among stakeholders that it will function correctly whenever needed. Let's talk about satisfaction. So, the user's perspective is obviously very crucial. A deliverable must not only meet technical specifications but also satisfy end users through its usability, user experience, and the overall value. Now, let's also talk about efficiency, which is another dimension of quality. Efficiency in quality means producing the desired output with the least amount of input. This means maximizing productivity while minimizing waste. This not only saves resources but also improves project timelines. Now, a lot of people tend to think that when we talk about quality, we are just talking about, extra pair of eyes. We're just talking about extra resources to be spent just to ensure everything is being done correctly, right? But here, this point talks about how efficiency is a dimension of quality. You have to maximize productivity and minimize the waste. Now, the next dimension of quality is conformity. Conformity is all about checking whether a deliverable is fit for use and adheres strictly to the predefined specifications. This aspect of quality ensures that the final output meets the set standards and the industry norms. Next is resilience. Resilience evaluates how well a deliverable can handle unforeseen failures. So, some sort of risk management is coming into play here. A resilient product can quickly recover from unexpected issues, ensuring minimal disruption to overall project performance. That is what resilience is all about. Let's talk about uniformity. Uniformity ensures consistency across deliverables produced in the same manner. When multiple outputs are created, they should be coherent and consistent in quality, reinforcing the overall integrity of the project. Right? Now, finally, it's all about sustainability. This is the last dimension of quality. Sustainability essentially ensures or examines whether the deliverable contributes positively over the long term or not. And this includes economic, social, and the environmental impacts of the final product or service of the project. A sustainable approach to quality ensures that the project delivers lasting value. Okay, let's move on and talk about managing quality. Now, to manage quality effectively, projects rely on clear metrics and acceptance criteria. These standards, whether derived from stakeholder expectations or contractual agreements, they provide a benchmark against which every deliverable is measured. So obviously, quality is measured using metrics and the acceptance criteria based on whatever the explicit or implicit requirements are. Note that it is very, very important that you have this matrix documented in your project documents. You need to know what you are trying to achieve. What is that benchmark before you even start the work, right? Next is requirements may stem from stakeholders, contracts, organizational policies, standards, or even regulatory bodies. So these all of these are basically the sources of quality requirements. And as you can see, these are pretty diverse sources, right? And they can come directly from customer needs. They can be outlined in formal contracts as well. They can be dictated by industry standards and regulations, which are also documented somewhere for sure. And this diverse input ensures that quality is comprehensive and meets all necessary conditions. Now, one thing to note here is that both deliverables and project processes are evaluated. So it's not like you find some hack to come up with project deliverables and complete the project deliverables and ship them. We are also going to evaluate project processes as well. And this could be done using inspections, testing, reviews, audits, right? They can detect and prevent errors in the deliverables and in the process as well. This prevents rework and this reduces waste also. All right, let's talk about benefits of building quality into projects, right? Why should quality be your focus? Number one, quality deliverables are fit for purpose and they meet stakeholder expectations. As simple as that. When you build quality into every phase of a project, deliverables are not only created according to specifications, but they are also validated against the stakeholder needs. And this alignment ensures that the end product is truly useful and relevant and meets the stakeholder expectations. Emphasizing quality leads to fewer defects, minimal rework, and enhanced cost control, something that we just talked about in the previous slide, right? When quality is a priority, projects experience fewer errors and fewer defects. And this is actually a proactive approach. With this proactive approach, you will be able to minimize the need for costly rework, and it is also going to ensure that resources are used efficiently. And this is ultimately going to contribute to better budget management of your project. Streamlined processes that emphasize quality lead to faster delivery and a more satisfied customer base. Additionally, when team members see that their work is being done well and valued, their morale and productivity also increase. This is what the third point talks about. Quality processes improve productivity, customer satisfaction, and even the overall project morale. Now, consistent quality practices contribute to robust service delivery and better decision making. This point talks about how a focus on quality not only improves the immediate outputs of a project, but it also enhances the long term outcomes. Reliable quality practices foster better service delivery, inform strategic decisions, and lead to continuous improvement across the projects. And that's all that we had in this video. I hope you were able to understand the eighth principle of project management. I hope you were able to understand how important quality really is. If you like our work, consider contributing by heading over to pmslounge.com/contribute. Like, share, subscribe, keep learning, check out our other videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.